Okay, hi again. Welcome to another part of this Let's Play video. Firstly, an apology, anyone who's been still following. Over the last few videos, the volume's been, I think, noticeably quieter. Probably a combination of me ranting away and not having the mic set up quite right. Well, I say ranting away, more sort of kind of just warbling on to myself. So I apologise for the last few. I've turned the music down a notch, and hopefully that will make the difference. I'm just going to plough straight on. If you remember last time, we had these two. We were at war now. We had these two places here. This one was a claim. We'd invited someone over to press their claim, and this one was a claim that we had fabricated. What I'm also going to do, though, is there's this ongoing problem in my head. Well, there's a few, but most of them aren't game related, but just for the game. If you press someone's claim, in previous games, sometimes they've become my vassal, good. Other times they've just become independent, bad. Now I think in this case there's a chance this guy might become independent, since he's not really my vassal, and I'm not in any case his de jure liege, because I'd need to be his de jure liege. I think I'd have to be the duke of these three counties. So I'm suspecting that when we win this, as we nearly have done, this guy might become, the guy whose claim we pressed might actually become independent, and we've wasted our time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game just before we do that, and if that's the case, I don't want that to happen, obviously. So although it's just cheating, I'm trying to kind of demonstrate to you and me how you should do it, because what I've done in the past is, before settling this war, I would give this guy Ulster or another county. That makes him my vassal, and now hopefully I would then get this county. So I'm going to try that out, but for that purposes then I'm going to have to save the game. But I want to do it once and for all, because it's annoying me. Sometimes I see pressing someone's claim work and he becomes my vassal, and other times it doesn't work. Meantime, as ever, this has all gone a bit mental. It seems like he's been, what's he been doing? He's been changing his mind. He went to, yeah, he favoured his grandson at one point. It's all going off there. I don't know what they're playing at. So anyway, we have the two wars. I'm hoping this video will actually be able to continue, because I'm having huge problems with my PC now. The frame rate is killing. Although that could have been affected by the fact that I had run out of hard drive space. Which is slightly embarrassing and annoying. So this is about the 5th attempt I've made to try and start this video, and this is the furthest I've got so far. So fingers crossed. We've got one more siege. Oh no, we've got 2 more sieges to complete there to get this guy here. So as I say, I'm going to shortly save this. Before this guy, or before we accept the surrender of this guy, I will save this video, save the game, and then I want to see what happens, because I think that will become independent, and if not, yeah, I think it will be, yes, I think it will be him. Is he the one? Yeah, he's our courtier. I've just tried to click on him, but obviously auto-savers. See, now he's the one we invited across, and it says that we are his liege, but I think that's simply because he's in our court. So, I'm not entirely sure how that works. He's actually leading troops in Glamorgan, bizarrely enough, so, which is weird, because I'm sure that's not the one that he went to. He should be over here, shouldn't he? Anyway, that's all very nice and lovely. So, I'm going to speed it up slightly, because otherwise you'll just have to listen to me witcher on, as all of these fairly tedious messages come in. So the king's had another daughter. He can't keep it away, can he? So we're going to have lots of dynasty members. So I'm hoping now, when this guy will just give up shortly. Which one was that? That's Cardiff. Sorry, that's that one there, Glamorgan. This is the one with the whose claim we're pressing. Right, now he's gone to 100%, so let's save this game here. See what happens. Excitement is, I mean, it's just tangible. It's off a piece, he should give up, he does. See what it's, actually we might not have to, yeah, see, look at, yeah, if you look at this in false demands, I think that means that that this will go across, so let's do that anyway. And there we are, it's independent. There we go. That's the guy whose claim we pressed, and he's become independent. He obviously loves us to pieces. We could, but we don't have an option here to get him to try and become our vassal. But that's because we're not the de jure owner. So it kind of went as we thought, or as I thought and suspected. And so the reason that's happened, just to recap, because I am going to reload this game, because I didn't want that to happen. What I've tended to do in the past, and I think it's right, is that because I'm not his de jure liege, which in this case I wouldn't be. If I was his de jure liege, if it was a claim on, you know, a county, or I guess, or a duchy, and I'm his king, and that's part of the de jure kingdom, then it's okay. But because I'm not his de jure liege, pressing his claim successfully just gives him independence. So what I'm going to do is do what I've always done in the past. So although it looks like this is a cheat, what I've usually done in the past is I firstly give this guy his own county. That makes him my actual vassal, and I think then when I press his claim, it comes to me. And I could be wrong, but I think that's how it works. So although this looks like I'm cheating, which I guess I am, I wouldn't have continued down this path to start with. I would have given this bloke, Ulster was the one I had on my mind to give him, because it's kind of out of my group. So bear with me, and I'm going to reload the game to that point and then try it again. Okay, welcome back. As we were before, we're going to successfully press this claim, but I want to make sure this guy is our vassal first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, well, I was going to give him Ulster, but I'm thinking, well, the other alternative is I could, no, I was thinking maybe I could give him that county. Now you see, there's something here that I'm slightly confused. Well, not confused. This whole thing's confused. I need to make this guy my vassal. Okay. The only thing is, and I haven't thought about this, I'm actually pressing this guy for his contested claim is actually the duchy that I'm contesting. If we look at the de jure duchies, it's that whole of that one, the duchy of, oh, another name I can't pronounce, because that's even closer to England as well, and I can't pronounce it. De Huurbath. Yeah, that's exactly how it's said. So, now who is this guy here? I'm fighting. Okay, so when we win, he's going to become Duke, which is an issue. So I might have gone a bit wrong here, because I think what I can do is I think I can give him this is him here, isn't it? So I think I have to give him Ulster, or a county, because I need him to be my vassal, which he now is. If I now get that war, enforce the demand, right, now let's have a look at this guy. Last time, remember, he was independent, but now he what he's actually done, I think the guy he beat remains there. There's the guy we made, yeah, and he is our vassal, so indirectly that is part of our land, I think. Independent realms, yeah, it's green. So last time it was completely independent, now it is actually part of our domain. But there is an issue here, because what I've done is I've I've screwed this up, I think, because what I've really done is I've created a duke title for this guy. So he is my vassal, which is nice, but I've created another duke, and my wonder is whether he gets to vote. So it's all very exciting, in that I have no clue what's going on. You can see there is the duke title there in Ulster, because he's the one, and he's leading troops, but he's the one that whose claim I pressed. And as you can see there, he's the duke of that, and he's got the county of Ulster, and he controls that guy there, who's his vassal. There's the there you go, usurped title. Yeah, so he controls him. Once again, everyone's going a bit mental with the old succession planning. I want him, Connaught wants him, but he doesn't want him, he wants his grandson. It's all very bizarre. So anyway, we're continuing on down this madness. And sorry, maybe to anyone else probably thinks this isn't madness, but I think this is madness. This guy is my heir, and the only one out of the three of us voting who doesn't want him is him. Oh no, he does want him. What are his traits? It's fuckwit, one of his traits. Ill. Ill in it. God no, ill. God almighty. What's going on here? He's depressed and he's ill. Oh, no wonder. Right. Oh, here we go. So he's now going to give up. Now, right, now we gain the county. Whee! Whee! Sorry, a bit carried away. Finally, something actually went to plan. So we've gained the county, which bizarrely enough means. Oh, what's this about? The mayor of Dublin is being a naughty, naughty boy. The mayor of Dublin seeks to kill Duchess Christina. Oh, is that his wife? Duchess Christina. Why does he want to do that? The mayor of Dublin. That's all very bizarre. Why would you want to do that? My son. The mayor of Dublin is... he's just lost his marbles, isn't he? So let's tell him to not do that. Don't do that. So, okay, someone thinks they're a better spy master. It's close, so no, I rule. Right, now, sorry, I'm shouting. Volume, everything. Let's get the levies stood down, and the ships, of course, because they are actually quite pricey. Only, oh yeah, I can't be asked to put them back in their ports. So, let's have a quick review then of where we are. Now, the first thing is we get this little thing is we can press de jure ducal claims. Because we own two of those, we can go for Gwent. His ally is of no use to him, Somerset, because he's a vassal. So what we can do now is attack him. Off of this. Okay, this is me just seeing. Do you want to become our vassal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Could we send him a gift? Would that be enough? Either way, this is the problem that we have sort of slightly created, or I've created. I've created a duke because I pressed a duke's title. He's become a duke. He owns Ulster, which I had to do so that he didn't go off on his own. He's got Daffyd there. Is that Daffyd? Yeah, Daffyd there is his vassal. if I press this claim, he'll get Gwent as well. So I'm going to have a duke with 3 counties, which is not always the cleverest idea, as I've gone on about beforehand. So I think, for the hell of it though, it might make it more interesting. I think we should try and do it. In the meantime though, I'm going to see if I can just send this guy a gift, and now see if that will tip him over the edge, and of course it won't. Yeah, okay, so we're going to have to go to war with him. In the meantime, right, this is this one about getting the opinion of your wife up. Let's go for the middle one. I don't want her to be falling in love, because he's got enough bleeding kids as it is. So, in the intervening time then, let's press the claim of this for this guy. I think we can press his ducal claim. And this might give us a chance to see what happens if we get a particularly powerful duke going on. One thing that's slightly confusing me is why, or maybe it's not confusing me, he's not voting, as you can see, even though he is a duke. I'm guessing that's because this duchy is actually not part of the de jure kingdom of yeah, there we go. If you take, at the moment it's part of Ireland. If you hit de jure though, it becomes the kingdom of Breton. So I'm guessing that's why he can't vote in the Who Wants to Be King stakes. I think. I'm not convinced that's true. But anyway, as you can see, as we go in, there's a lot of stuff I still don't know about this game. Anyway, let's press our claim for this. Let's declare war on him, just to get that one. We can call allies, but let's be honest, we don't need him. He hasn't got any allies. He's got 258 troops. We'll send our levies across. That's probably all we need to put together, I would have thought. We'll do that one at all. So we'll have our levies there. How many is that? 900, so we need 10 ships. 10 ships. Oh no, how many is it? 9. Oh yeah, we'll just use our own ships. Flickety flickety flick. Right, so he'll go over there, he'll go over there, he'll go over there. Come on, this side. Bungle them together. Stupid auto balancing. Let's make Enishgunnan. Let's make him the top geezer. Not that this really matters, of course, but let's make the Duke. He might die. So, put all them together. Merge a selective unit. Stick him in there, and we'll go off to war over there. Hopefully. So we'll land them there. Right, off you go, boys. In the meantime then, we've got a bit more Wonga, and we've got our tax income. Obviously Cardiff, actually we'll come back to, let's come back to look at that. We're about to defeat this guy. This plus in case it is a defender's bonus, because there's hills there. Oh, don't want to pause. Right, okay. So let us stop pausing it. Speed it up slightly. So we're going to have a look at building some more stuff within our little kind of band there of things. So anyway, we'll move him off to Gwent to siege. And so in the meantime, we'll now have a look at this. Now, so in Dublin, we know that we've built these two. So I want to upgrade to a that's it. I've decided Castle Town is where I'm going on all these. So Castle Town is that one, and that's Castle Town. And that's probably as much as I can really realistically do now. So those two are going to slowly build. Again, we're trying to just build up the infrastructure so we get some proper tax income coming in. At the moment it's up at 965 before levies, so it's growing nicely, I think. What else? What else? We've got fabricating claims over here in Gwynedd. He's got no allies at all, which is good. The idea really now, given that I have gone that area, we are vulnerable. Oh, this guy's doing a good job. Yeah, we are quite vulnerable over here with England. But luckily, as you can see, they're having to put up with a Swiss invasion of England. Swiss invasion of England. Oh, you don't. I'm not sure you see that often. They've also got a truce. And that makes no sense. Oh, he was obviously fighting the actual king as well. Where's King Harold of England? How can he have a truce with anyone? Well, whatever. Oh, this guy's doing some sterling work. So the King of England. Let's make sure. Yeah. So the King of England's kind of busy at the moment, is what I'm trying to spit out, and I therefore would be quite interested in getting hold of all of these, just because then it will give me 6 counties there, which means when he does start to get a bit frisky, we'll at least be able to have hopefully some troops to be able to raise immediately instead of having to ship them in, which isn't a big problem because it's not a million miles away, but that's something this is why I wanted to go this route, really, because then you're up against Scotland, but hopefully we might be able to go up that route soon, and the King of England will just remain busy with, well, bizarrely with the Swiss for some reason. Why is he the Swiss is very yeah, it's very interesting. So he's gone after, the Swiss are coming after him, which I don't know, maybe they've run out of chocolate or something. See, look, that's all very bizarre. The Swiss have gone mental. Is that it for Switzerland? Oh, hang on, they've got the Holy Roman Empire as well behind them. So maybe he's not actually fighting. So he's just the Swiss invasion of England. That's all very bizarre. And yeah, so you can see them there. The attacker is the Swiss band, and the defender is King Ulrich of England. And Captain Raymond the Careless, and he is careless, is getting screwed, stuffed by 56%. My guess is that he isn't even. Is he even fighting? Oh no, he is. He's occupied. If we look up there, these ones, the Swiss hordes are occupying England, but it looks like England are just kicking their butts slowly, almost letting them do it. So anyway, rambling on. That's kind of, I suppose, where we are. We have got, if we want to look for where we're going to end up going, you could probably end up looking at going. We'll go up there, I think. Well, we're going to go there first, then we're going to go up there. And then we could also go there, because de jure wise, let's have a quick look. Oh, this guy's now given up. So if you accept that, as you see, this guy here, who's our Duke, has now gained even more vassals now. He's now got 2 earls. So basically, this guy is actually doing quite well. He's got 3 counties 1 directly, 2 indirectly, plus he's got his duchy. So he's done well with us. But let's have a quick look. You know, I didn't really check this properly because he is ambitious. But you know, we have pressed his claims, so I guess it's 200. We might be okay with this bloke. He might feel that he doesn't need to be a pain. So, but he will be a pain, I think, if we die, because he'll just be left with that ambitious trait, and he won't be so enamoured with the new king, because the new king wouldn't be the one that pressed the claim. So he's probably okay for the moment, but I will imagine that when old Merchant up here croaks it, this duke here is going to become a pain in the backside, and I have basically created that situation myself, principally because I was just getting impatient. So anyway, the thing I was saying here was about this these Kingdom of Brethren. This is, I'm sure, is something which they did in the last patch, deliberately created a de jure kingdom that doesn't really exist. I could be wrong. They did something because they wanted to balance, put some balance in there and there, I think. So anyway, we're going to aim to move up there and then up there, but we can also aim to move down there, because if we get enough of these counties we could become the king, and then we can get claims. So that's kind of where I think we're going to go. I'm not sure what we've really learnt this thing, apart from when you're pressing someone's claim, if they're not your vassal, or your de jure, or you're not their de jure liege, then you press that claim and it will be pointless for you. They'll love you, but it will be independent. If instead you make them a vassal first, then they will remain as your vassal. But in our case, they pressed the ducal. We pressed the ducal claim, and so they became. Which is where I screwed up. I, in my stupidness, thought I was pressing a claim for the county. Therefore, I thought that all that was going to happen was I'll give him Ulster, I'll get that one. But in fact, I didn't, because I pressed his ducal claim, which meant he got that. And then when we press that claim for Gwent, he gets that as well. So I've possibly created a rod for my own back, or I've created a rod for my successor's back. But that's life. I wanted to get on and try and get some territory. So now we need to try and expand up here. Again, this guy, his allies are the King of England. Although the King of England likes us more than he likes him, so we might have to be slightly careful there. But I think I'm going to leave it at that. Thankfully my PC stopped ballsing around and the frame rate worked alright. I hope, apart from me blowing into the microphone, which I've noticed now that I'm doing, I hope you can hear my voice a bit better. Like I say, I apologise for last vids. So I will now call this one to a halt, and then join you again at some other point. So all that's left to say is hello to Jason Isaacs, and I'll see you all later. Cheers, bye bye.